S. Manjunath. He wants to know if it's advisable to invest in thematic or sectoral funds based on information technology for a horizon of 5 to 7 years. How long do you think the current performance or returns will sustain?
I'm normally a proponent of keeping it simple, diversify, and that is why you invest in a mutual fund. And when you are investing in a diversified fund, you are not deprived of information technology. You have information technology as well, and quite meaningfully, because our indices have. There are information technology has been an exception because it has done exceedingly well over a very long period of time, and it has done exceedingly well because these companies have done very well. Though the Indian investable universe of IT services company, because India is, it's not a manufacturing hub. We only have, India has made a name for itself in the IT services sector, and so they have done exceptionally well. They have been able to maintain the growth momentum. It is still a rewarding business. It's still a growing business, a modest or a high margin business, which has been growing at 15, 18, 20%. And it is not a cyclical business because these technology business, services business, they are configured in such a manner that they are almost like a utility business. A lot of businesses globally depend on these businesses to support their continuity. Two promising sector funds which have made a very good long-term case for themselves are pharma funds and technology fund. Now the downside is that because they are invested in only a very narrow universe of a certain kind of companies which are impacted by similar similar dynamics. If there is something unfavorable which is happening to the sector, they all get affected exactly in the same manner. Whether it be TCS or Infosys or Wipro or HCL Technology, these four prominent companies actually dominate the portfolio of all the IT funds. So that is why they turn out to be more volatile. They show very big swings. But mind you, we refer to volatility as a great risk. Volatility is not great risk. Volatility is volatility. It goes up. It is wild. It is a roller coaster. But that doesn't mean that it is unsafe. Lack of safety, the potential of losing money is when you have a less thoughtful fund manager who invests in a set of companies where the money goes down the tube. When it becomes unproductive, or it turns out to be bad investment, poor judgment. So that is the real risk. Volatility is scary. For many new investors, it is all the more scary. If you are fine with the ups and downs of these sector funds, pharma and IT, they still hold promise because one sector where we are well on our way to remain a global leader, and in both the sectors, so to say, a global leader. India has actually become a pharmacy to the world, and here too we have become actually the technology support system for the world.
So it's good to invest in thematic.
Good to invest there. The time when it will not be, it will not be worth investing in these companies when they stop growing, or the competition becomes so intense that they lose on the margin. Everybody is trying to undercut each other. I don't visualize both of it happening because they have been able to make a strategy or exist with modest margin, with reasonable growth for last 2 decades.
Fine.